Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Brittany and I talk about book and occasionally beauty things here on this channel. But today I wanted to do a TBR video because it is almost spooky season. We're getting very close to October, and that means it is time for the fall round of Thrillerathon. Thrillerathon is a readathon that happens twice a year. I believe it's February and August. I will link information down below, but it is run by Harriet, and I will link her channel as well, and she has some co-hosts this round as well. Like I said, all the info will be down below, but I really enjoy doing this readathon, so I definitely wanted to participate in this round, and I want to share with you what I plan on reading. So the challenges for this round are a little bit different because they're doing a bingo board type thing, which I will link the bingo board up here. So you're trying to get like a 3 in a row or to black out the bingo board. It's really whatever you choose to do. So I have curated my list based on those challenges and in an order that I think will fill in a bingo as quick as possible. The first book on my TBR for this week is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. This actually completes 4 of the challenges, so I'm definitely going to start with this one. It completes the challenges oldest thriller on your TBR, and that doesn't necessarily mean based on release date. I am basing that on when I added it to my Goodreads TBR, so this is the one that's been sitting on my Goodreads TBR the longest. It also fulfills the challenge of a thriller with a trope you love, and that is, for me personally, I don't know if you would count this as a trope, but I'm counting it as a trope, something with a sci-fi twist, and this one definitely has a sci-fi twist to it. It also completes the challenge of a new to you author. I have not read anything by Blake Crouch before, so this will be a new experience for their writing. And I'm also counting this as my most anticipated thriller on my TBR because I have heard nothing but good things about this, and like I said, I love some thrillers with a sci-fi twist. Next book on my TBR is The Green Mile by Stephen King, and this one is going to fulfill the challenge of an author that you have read before. I have read many of Stephen King's. I really enjoy his writing for the most part. It's a little hit or miss for me, but bottom line, I've read his stuff before. Now, some people wouldn't necessarily consider this a thriller, but I'm going based on, when you're on Goodreads and you're looking at the, genres listed on it, and a lot of people have shelved this as thriller, so I'm going with it. Next up is a book that I don't have yet. I somehow missed requesting this from the library when I made my TBR, and I don't know how I did that, so I requested it today, so I should be getting it in the next couple days in time to hopefully read it during this week. But that is The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter. Is it The Good Daughter? Good Daughter? One of the two. And this is completing the challenge of read a book that is one of the hosts' favorite thrillers. In their announcement videos, they listed off some examples of those, and The Good Daughter is one that is on my TBR, and it was one of the hosts' favorites as well. This also fulfills the challenge of a new to me author, which Dark Matter will already do, but this one does too. Next up is Fight Club by Chuck. Chuck. Everyone knows this story based on the movie, but I've never read the book. I've heard they're somewhat different. I don't know, we'll see. But this is completing the challenge of the shortest thriller on my TBR. It is fairly short, it's pretty thin. It is under 250 pages, so we'll see. This is also a new to me author as well. And then the last book on my TBR, I also don't have a copy of. It's currently waiting for me at the library. I am filming this at 12:30. The library does not open till 1. So this was the only time I could film today. So here's a picture. This is going to be The Death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware. So this is completing the newest thriller challenge on my TBR. So again, that's not based on release date. It's based on when it was added to my TBR. So this was the most recent added to my TBR, which actually it's not, because the most recent thriller added to my TBR is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, and the waiting list is way too long for it, so I'm not going to get it in time for this readathon. So I had to go with Death of Mrs. Westaway, which is actually my third choice, because the first two had too long of wait lines at the library, and I heavily rely on my library for my books. So those are the 5 books that I plan on reading during Thrillerathon week. I almost never get past 2 to 3 books, but I like to have 5 on my TBRs for readathons, just to have some choices and just in case I become a reading fiend. But I'm very excited for this readathon, and if you are participating, please let me know. I would love to encourage each other as we read throughout the week, and I will have a reading vlog for you guys hopefully going up next week. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more bookish content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!